Welcome back to Daily Flash. It is time for us to take a trip to the bright side. These are the stories that highlight some of the good happening around the world. Mitch, get us started.
I would love to do so, indeed. I got a great story. Thank you so much, Andy. You're going to love it because, well, it's a love story, and it's kind of like a second chance of sorts, if you will. A Colorado woman has given her former high school prom date the ultimate second chance by donating her kidney to save his life. 35 years after attending prom together, Stephen Bone and Kelly Thrasher Howell reconnected when Bone revealed that he had a very desperate need for a transplant. Now, without hesitation, Thrasher Howell got tested and turned out to be a perfect match. The transplant was a success, and the two now actually share a lifelong bond beyond their teenage dance. This heartwarming act of kindness proves that some connections are just meant to last forever. Now, what makes this is even more remarkable is a story that is at the University of Pennsylvania's Medical Center has a paired exchange program, and it works like this. Let's say you want to donate a kidney to a friend, but the two of you don't genetically match. Well, the program will match your kidney with someone in need, and in return, bump your friend to the top of the waiting list. And that's what happened. Wow. Alana actually made the decision without knowing about Sean's need to donate her kidney basically to a stranger. They found out that it would work inside of him, and so they did. Really cool, that kind of story that you are definitely connected with somebody. So remember that on your prom dates.
Now, when they hear Journey, do they slow dance together even though they're in different cities? All right, Mitch, thank you. John McFall is a former para-Olympian, and he is set to become the first astronaut with a disability to go to space. McFall was recently selected by the European Space Agency, known as the ESA, and has been cleared for takeoff to the International Space Station. His selection is part of the ESA's para-astronaut project. John lost his leg in a motorcycle accident some years ago. He's taking part in a rigorous training program for the spaceflight, which he says will prove there are no limits in our universe.
I agree with that. You know, Matt, you're a big space guy. Yeah. And the rigidness of what's going on there, it didn't seem like it slowed him down.
It's years of testing and the stuff he's got to go through extra to prove that he can, withstand the forces. And then also the equipment that he's going to have to adjust to once he gets up there, because it's not really made for that. It's made, there's certain harnesses, there's certain training, and there's exercises you have to do that they're going to have to kind of customize for him that he's going to have to adjust to.
But I think for him, like being able to move in space without any sort of limitations would be an absolute dream for
and
him.
the science of it's going to be great for them to be able to test how the limbs and everything kind of change and all that.
You talk about science too. I mean, most of what we learn when they go to outer space we don't realize, but I'm sure somewhere along the lines prosthetics had something to do with it in outer space, like they tested them. You know what I'm saying? There's so much that we have here on Earth outside of Velcro and Tang.
Yeah, they're good. Right? Yeah. All right. Well, who doesn't love watching turtles, even if they're not teenage or mutant or ninjas? All right, you got to see this. It's an incredible sight to see hundreds of thousands of sea turtles arrive on India's eastern coast for their annual nesting event. The female turtles return to the same beaches where they were born and lay their eggs. The massive nesting event is a testament to the success of India's conservation efforts. Local volunteers fence off the beach to prevent visitors from disturbing the nests. And turtle conservation is huge out there right now. We actually have a family friend down in Marathon in the Keys here. He has a turtle hospital that's world famous, and they go out and they'll bring turtles in, rehabilitate them, and their goal is to send them out, and if they're not able to go back out, they try to place them in a facility where they can, have a thriving life, and so they can research them.
And there's a new Smyrna beach near us. I think they have a turtle thing that goes out as well. And the only thing I feel bad about turtles is like when they have girls over, they can't come into their their house because the house is always moving. It's like trailer parks or whatever. It's neat to see that though. But that's massive. Look at them all. Wow.
And then there's special. I know on our beach there's special lighting. They try and keep it fairly dark for those turtles because they're attracted to the light.
Yeah, they're supposed to go towards the moon, not towards A1A.
Street.
Right, good point.